Did you know not all Dobermans are the same? Behind that elegant, powerful image, there are different versions of the breed with real differences in temperament, physical build, and even color. In this video, you're going to discover the three main types of Doberman and all the colors they can come in, from the classic black and rust to the rarest, most surprising shades. We'll start with the three types of Doberman, and then I'll walk you through all the colors they come in. European Doberman. When you see a Doberman with a broad head, strong chest, and a stare that really commands respect, chances are you're looking at a European Doberman. This is a dog bred to work, and you can see that in every single movement. The dog's body is compact, muscular, and well-balanced, with lines that are elegant but still very functional. There's nothing extra on this dog. Everything about this dog is built to perform. They're very tuned into their family with a strong, natural protective instinct. They like having a job to do and feeling useful. When you give this dog a routine that combines physical exercise with mental challenges, they turn into a stable, confident, and surprisingly affectionate companion. Day to day, the European Doberman does best with clear rules and consistency. They don't need a heavy hand, just a calm, steady guide to show them the way. They really enjoy obedience sessions, nose work, and games where they have to think things through. A relaxed walk can help them burn off some energy, but what truly balances them out are activities where they can work and use their brain. When they get the right mix of exercise, play, and mental stimulation, their temperament becomes very predictable and their calm presence is impressive. Visually, the European Doberman usually keeps natural ears and a long tail since cropping and docking are banned in many countries. Their official colors are black and rust and red and rust, a combination that really keeps that classic Doberman look. If you're drawn to the Doberman with an athlete's soul, the one that scans everything with their eyes but relaxes quietly by your side when everything's under control, the European type is for you. They're a serious dog with powerful energy and a tenderness they only show to people who truly earn their respect. American Doberman. When a Doberman looks more aristocratic with a slimmer outline, long neck, and very polished movement, you're usually looking at an American Doberman. This dog combines elegance and drive in equal measure. In the United States, they've been bred for that mix of elegance and a slightly calmer temperament, ideal for family life and for standing out in the show ring. At home, they're very affectionate and expressive with their family. They love to please and respond amazingly well to kind, varied, and consistent training. If you enjoy teaching tricks, practicing obedience, and getting out for moderate exercise, you'll connect with this dog very quickly. When it comes to training, the American Doberman is an excellent student. They learn fast if you keep a positive tone and make the sessions short and varied. They're motivated by attention, treats, and praise, so the more fun training feels to them, the better results you'll see. They're not lazy dogs, but they tend to manage their energy a bit better than the European type. They do need regular exercise, but for most of them, active walks, playtime, and some mental work are usually enough. What really matters is that they get chances to move and think every single day. In terms of appearance, in the United States, it's still common to see them with cropped ears and a short dock tail, although that depends on each owner. Something interesting is that the American standard allows 4 colors: black and rust, red and rust, blue and rust, and fawn or Isabella with rust markings. If you ever see a Doberman in silver gray or beige tones, there's a good chance it's an American Doberman. If you're looking for an elegant, loyal companion that's easy to live with day to day, the American Doberman is a great choice. Warlock Doberman. Sometimes you'll see ads promising a warlock Doberman, or even versions called King or Goliath. It sounds impressive, right? But don't let that fool you. None of those names describe a real type of Doberman. They're made-up terms that some breeders have been using for decades to sell larger dogs, making them seem special or more valuable. In reality, the warlock isn't an official bloodline or a recognized variety, but a marketing myth that's stuck around over time. Behind many of those so-called warlocks, you'll often find mixes with larger breeds like Great Danes or Rottweilers, or dogs that are simply outside the proportions set by the breed standard. The problem is that in this breed, bigger doesn't mean better. The Doberman was designed to be an agile, fast, and well-balanced athlete. When size gets exaggerated, that balance is lost. Oversized Dobermans usually have less stamina, less agility, and a higher risk of joint and hip issues. The AKC standard is very clear. A male that stands over 28 inches at the shoulder is disqualified in the show ring. Not because the size isn't impressive, but because it goes against what this dog was built to do. So, why does this myth keep going? Because it looks intimidating. A king Doberman grabs attention and gives off a sense of raw power. But if you're looking for a healthy, well-balanced dog with the noble temperament that defines this breed, what really matters isn't size, it's the quality of the breeding. Good breeders focus on health, temperament, and structure, not on extra inches or pounds. Every Doberman color out there. Now that you've seen the different types, it's time to talk about something that really stands out: Doberman colors. Even if they all look the same at first glance, there are several shades with their own quirks and differences. Let's start with the most iconic one, black and rust. You'll also hear people call it black and tan or black and brown. It's the classic movie look, the one everybody associates with the breed. The contrast of those rust markings on the dark coat makes this dog instantly recognizable. On top of that, it's usually the hardiest color and the one with the fewest skin issues. If you're after that traditional, elegant, and functional look, this one's for you. The second most common color is red and rust, also known as brown or chocolate. It has a warm tone that really pops in the sun, and many people say red Dobermans have a slightly more lively or mischievous personality. When it comes to care, these dogs can have slightly more sensitive skin than black Dobermans, but nothing serious. With a good diet and regular brushing, they stay in great shape. Then there's the blue and rust Doberman, a rare and very striking color. It's actually a diluted version of black, which creates steel gray tones or even slightly silvery shades. These dogs are very photogenic and eye-catching, although it's important to know they can develop color dilution alopecia. That can mean hair loss or drier skin, so they need a bit more care. With the right routine, they live a completely normal life. Very similar, but even lighter, is the Isabella and rust color, also called fawn. It's a dilution of red, and the coat can range from beige to a creamy brown. It's the rarest of the four colors recognized by the American standard. Just like blue Dobermans, they can have more delicate skin, so they'll really benefit from sun protection and regular care. Outside the official standard, you'll find white or cream Dobermans. They're not fully albino, but they do have low pigment and light eyes. They look impressive, but they also need more precautions, like avoiding direct sun, using sun protection, and watching for possible skin or eye issues. For that reason, breeding them is generally discouraged. And finally, there are solid melanistic Dobermans, which can be black, red, blue, or Isabella, but without the classic rust markings. On these dogs, the color covers the whole body evenly, which gives them a different and even more mysterious look. At first glance, they really stand out, especially the all-black ones, but none of these colors are officially recognized by the main breed clubs. They usually come from lines where people prioritize rare colors over health or correct structure, according to the standard. If you ever come across one, make sure they come from a responsible breeder who uses genetic testing and keeps good diversity in their lines. Remember that what makes a Doberman special isn't the color, it's their balance, their energy, and that intense connection they build with their family. Alright, now that you know the different types of Doberman and all the colors they can come in, I want you to check out the video that's on your screen. In that one, I share 12 facts about Dobermans that you probably didn't know. If you're passionate about this breed, you'll love discovering the most surprising facts and behaviors about them. Tap on the image to open the video and keep learning more about them.